Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unification 7.0 new faction quick look. I don't know about you boys and girls, but I'm giddy with excitement. I'm like a child at Christmas, a whole bunch of toys in front of him, ready to get playing. So, clues in the name, new faction quick look. We'll be looking at all the new factions in the Unification 7.0 update. I'll be just having a quick look at them. Not too in detail, that way there's the new stuff for you to discover when you actually download the mod. If you want to download the mod, of course. There's no one's got a gun to head or anything like that. But yeah, so we're going to look at the Night Lords first, because Night Lords, I've got quite the penchant for Night Lords. I do have quite the soft spot for them. And I've done no research. This is as much of a first look as it is a quick look. I'm just going to look at things and see what goes on. We've got some Raptor Scouts as a capping unit. They come out, they've got jumpy things. And from what I understand from a video that I saw from the Laughing Max or Caldaris, one of the two, I will leave the links to their channels in the description below. Very intelligent Unification people who know loads of stuff about stuff, whereas I don't. The Raptor squads, they go infiltrated inside of cover. So they're able to hide in these bits and stab people when no one's looking. So that's quite cool. We've got some Furies as well. They come out, which is quite interesting, as not all Chaos factions have demons tier 1, but these guys, they detect infiltrated units. It's quite handy. And, oh right, so when a Night Lord witnesses a Fury dies, they gain a morale boost. So if there's like, I like that. So if there's an engagement going on, send the Furies in. If these guys are faltering a little bit, let them watch some Raptors die, or let them watch some Furies die, sorry, and they'll be much happier for it. Nice. Okay, so that's all the capping units. And they both have jump as well. So I imagine the Night Lords are very infiltration, very jumpy focused faction, which is very nice. We've got the Stormbacks. You'll also notice as well, if I can pull these guys in for quick ganders at their actual unit models, that these models will look a little bit crisp, a little bit fancy, and that's because in the mod manager that you can download as a given when you install the mod, if you use the installer, there's like a settings thing on there where you can put on high and then high resolution textures. I've also got a reshader on as well, so that's why these guys look very fancy. I do quite like how fancy these boys are. Absolutely love the little decals and attention to detail. What do we get from the Storm Barracks? We get a Terror Squad, which you act as a regular Space Marine squad. You also have Nightmare Grenades, which I assume does obscures enemy vision, effectively blinding them. Oh, okay. So, and does damage to morale as well. So very good against Tower, I imagine. Throw them at them. And they can't shoot it yet, and they're also shitting bricks, I suppose. Who else we've got? We've got a Raptor, which are like prop. Oh, right, so we've got a Raptor Scout and an actual Raptor Squad. So you guys... So these guys do a little bit less damage in close combat, but these guys have a lot more access to metal guns, power weapons, power fists in tier 3s and 2s and stuff. It's got Melter Bomb Standard Raptor. Do you also get infiltrated in... Yes, so when you're in fact, we can even send these guys over to cap things, and I wonder if that has an effect when they're in negative cover. It's happening in all kinds of cover. That's my question. What else coming up? We've also got the Captain. Ooh, quite like your voice.
Shake at my shadow.
Shake at my shadow. Very sexy. Also love the absolute detail on this guy. Covered in bits and bobs. Very nice. What do you do, young man? You've got a night vision to infiltrate units while the ability lasts. But there's a thing that happens. We come for you, reduce the movement speed of enemies by 25%. And yeah, that's cool. Demoralize, so I assume it does morale damage. And activation infiltrates all Night Lord units and structures near the Night Lord Captain. Yep, so very infiltration focused. Do you go invisible in negative cover? No, you don't. But you go invisible in regular cover. Nice. Also get you to capping some, not critical, a relic. There we go. So we can buy other stuff. So that's that. Let's have a look at tier 2. What units can we get in here? A Havoc Squad. And you come out with the usual, yeah, you're just pretty standard for a Havoc Squad for the Chaos faction. Do love the white skulls as well. Very cool stuff. We also have a Sorcerer. You've got a fancy voice, haven't you? Oh, you've got the Chaplain mask, but like a bit more deadly with the Chaos Sorcerer backpack and some wings. Very tasty stuff. Do quite like that. Also like your staff as well, with your Night Lord wings on there. What do you do then? You've got Smite as usual. Yeah, you're pretty. I assume you're going to be pretty standard in regards to whatchamacallums, the Got sorcerer stuff. After all, Night Lords aren't well known for their love of sorcery. For heroes from the Vault of Fear, which I do quite like how they've added like little horns and bits and bobs. Oh, and also a cheeky face on the side. Quite like that. Talonmaster, who are you? You are a dude who looks very serious. Can use night vision and cause terror in enemies. Yep, pretty cool. I like you. Yeah, you've got night vision, so that increases the sight for the Lord and Talonmaster, right? So, I wonder if that stacks. If they both do it at the same time, would that... Possibly. Who knows? And you also tear bloody chunks. Inflicts heavy moral damage to enemies. And, oh, what else was that? A mild secondary damage afterwards. Alright.
Possible to win and
ah, yes. Summon the Terror Lasagna. There we go. That's going to scare them into it. Do quite like that. Yep, just like Genghis Khan them. Just throw the heads of their loved ones at them until they pap themselves. Got a bunch of research here as well. We've got extra health and, oh, and infiltration for the Demon Prince. Oh, let's get Demon Princes for these dudes. Demon Prince, chance of avoiding all incoming damage, blah, 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 blah. Upgrades. Upgrades aren't all that fun to look at, to be fair. Like I say, we really want to see the units. Ah, Chains of Torment. Yes, you're pretty much quite a standard sorcerer. Now, one thing I really want to have a look at, quickly going into Tier 3, is, right, so this dude. I can't pronounce his name, Mardwin.
I am here in search of knowledge and redemption.
Does that voice sound familiar? That's because I voice acted him. It's me. Hello, it's me.
You give me the chance to absolve me? My work cannot be wasted here.
There's something special about hearing your own voice in a game. It's like teenage me, just having a grand old time. Anyway, melee combat can trigger his madness, providing a damage resistance but a loss of control. So it's very much like a whatchamacallit, a Black Templar. And you do a thing as well. Enemies, including hidden ones, can be revealed. Oh, so you just protect people and stuff. So that's...
Please, make things difficult. Ooh. It is so much
so like a berserker. You know what? I always felt like a berserker, you know? That's what I feel on the inside. So who else can we get now that we're in Tier 3? We can also get Night Sisters. Ooh!
Will be met with duress and agony.
The Mr. Sister Fisters. And they're all redheads. Absolutely. Bit of eyeliner in there as well. Very nice. What do you do?
There cannot be peace without
I like that. They are not bad. They are just modelled that way. You don't know how hard it is being a woman looking the way they do. No, I absolutely understand that. Oh, you've even got a helmet on. That's quite nice. They get frag grenades of terror. Stuns temporarily. No effects on vehicles and buildings. You get melter guns and flamers. So quite nice. Also heavy infantry as well. Are all these guys considered heavy infantry? I imagine they do. Are the Raptor Scouts? Yeah, they're also heavy infantry. Okay, fair enough. What about the vehicles? That's my question.
I shall endeavor to gratify.
I'll also pop down an armory as well, just for good measure. And who are you, Demicus? Oh, we'll look at you later. Oh, we can only get you with Purge the Weak. Hold on. Just Purge the Weak. Standard ability for all Chaos factions anyway. Ooh, I like your voice acting as well. So what do you do? Can sometimes foresee the future. I like that. And you do stuff. Attain some attuned foes, can see the phantasm. And, well, I suppose we'll just... Oh, right, I see. You just basically make two of you. The predicted future. Okay, I quite like that. So you just send them in. It doesn't do any damage, but it's like a scouting unit. Okay. And then you also have Berserk Fury. So if I... Oh, can't attach you. Squad does more damage, but also takes more. Alright, so... Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Quite like that. That's quite cool. Yeah, so not only do the Night Lords have great infiltration capacity, but also have the ability to like detect a lot of infiltration as well. So they can sneak up on you, but you can't sneak up on them. Very nice. Also, a cheeky silent running jets. So all Raptor variants are permanently stealthed. So, okay, so early game, you hide in the cover. Late game, you can then just be a nuisance. Very nice stuff. And what do we get from you? We get a Razorback, a Rhino. Rhino's probably quite standard. Yeah, the Rhino is standard. Razorback, you got Heavy Flamer, Twin-Lit Glass Cannons, and Multi-Melter, so quite anti-vehicle nonsense going on there. It's quite good. Oh, I do quite like looking at the dreadnoughts. Every Space Marine Chaos Space Marine faction, I've got really interesting looking dreadnoughts. Yeah, there we go. Tit wings, that's what we like. And what can you get? Twin link las cannons, multi-melters, plasma cannons, and twin. Yeah, so very standard as oh, you come out exclusively melee, and then you can get big stuff. Is there a Hellfire Dreadnought? No, there is not. Okay. So you don't have access to a Shooter Dreadnought, but you do have access to Vindicator, which is standard, Predator, which is standard as well, Hell Talon, and then a Hellblade. Okay, so you are good against infantry and aircraft. Right, I see. So what you do is that you're the anti-air, and then you are the standard one. Oh, right, okay, yep. So you're a bigger B for one. You're a thinner one. So you're down for killing most things. You're down for killing the aircraft. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Let's go for tier 4. Am I missing any buildings so far? I have missed the... Oh, no, I've not missed that one yet, but let's build up this bad boy. The Eclipse Portal provides drop pod squads for Terror Marines and Dreadnoughts. Alright, so you're just basically a orbital relay, but for Night Lords. And you get Terror Squads. Atramenta. Atramental, sorry, it's one of my favourite words known to man. Also put down some Dreadnoughts, Havocs, and Obliterates. Okay, we'll summon some of those guys as well. And I wonder, actually... Oh, I like that as well. It tells you how long... I wonder if that's like now a standard thing for all factions.
Do not violate.
One thing I also want to know is... Terror Squads... Oh, yes, they come down in claws. They come down in claws, yes. Very aesthetically pleasing. So Atramenta, you get no upgrades, which is interesting, and you're exclusively melee combat orientated, which is very nice, because that gives you like a little bit more... Oh, I like that they've got little wings on their heads, as opposed to the proud, mighty wings of the regular soldiery. These guys just get little cute e-girl bat ears. That's nice. I like that. Cool. Okay. And then the Obliterators, standard as they are. From every Chaos Space Marine faction, they just basically have guns that go up against everything, which is nice. And that is the only... Oh, also one thing I neglected to mention, but from the Palace of Night, we are able to summon a blooming bomb. A terror bombing, which is quite cool. And do you do anything? Oh, squads heal when infiltrated. Is that map-wide? Is it local? I don't know. But it's something. Little tooltip there. What else was there? We need to see what the big tier units look like. So Shatterdome. Let's put you down there. And I assume, yeah. Oh no, we've got Demon Prince summoning. Oh, excellent. Let us bring you forth. Watch you turn into a big demon beastie. Wow, we all loud? Oh, look how cool he looks. Tasty, tasty stuff. So, if destroyed, Chaos Lord must be restrained. That's interesting. Oh, it's retrained. Right, okay. Retrained. That makes sense. You get a weaken for you. Takes heavy morale damage. So you do that. Yeah! And shout at people. That's good. And the night vision. Yep. So, we just further increase the vision. Do quite like the consistency of the thematics here. Oh, what comes from you? We'll summon you far away. We've got the Dark Knight. I like that. So you're just basically a Chaos Knight with all the standard gubbins for your upgrades. Very good. Also like the little lightning effects on their shoulder pads. Very good stuff. And then we get a bigger and badder one, I assume. Yep, you're even bigger. Which I can't really tell much of a difference between the Titan for these guys and the regular Chaos Titan. But looks cool. Battle Titan. Just click here and see what happens. No effect, but you do... oh, you do damage. Severely damaging as they hit. Okay, right. That makes sense. Cool. And then we also get a Kratos Battle Tank. Oh, cheeky warning shot there. And you're just like a Land Raider, but you've got bigger stuff. Oh, we can deploy Cyclops. A little... Yay! I love that. Right, hold on, right. I'm going to use Space Wolves against all these guys. Up against everyone that we test today. I love the fact that this small tank has got the most chaotic voice ever. Bring him in and explode. Well, that's just fun. That's just I don't know how often the Night Lords used little tanks like that, but you know what? I'll take it. It's good fun. Stealth drive. Ooh, a stealthy tank. Can't see him. And from the vehicle bay, was there a? Ah, yes, you get a Land Raider Furbus. Standard as you like. Yeah, you've got your Infernal device and smoke launchers. And how spiky are you? You are very spiky. Very spiky indeed. So, cool, yeah, so Night Lords. Infiltration orientated. Also really good at detecting other infiltrated people. And mobile and stuff. So, cool, nice one. I love this. This is so bloody exciting. So yeah, we'll move on to the next faction. Alright then, so here we are with the Praetorian Guard. I'm very excited for this faction as well, just because they're very British. And if I select the HQ here, just have a listen. Oh, goodness. Hearing the British Grenadiers being played in any context is amazing. So you'll notice already that the convicts here, good old, probably from Yorkshire people here, they're just regular tough old brutes. They've had the morale broken. And from what I can see, it's because they need a parole officer to join their ranks. And they cannot build if they don't have a parole officer, which is very interesting. Here he is. He's there. He's got his hood on, as is standard, maybe. So I like that. That's a really interesting mechanic. I don't know how that will affect the gameplay, but we shall see. We've got our capping unit, which is the regular squad. Comes out in a squad of 9. Does very little damage, but just look at these handsome chaps with their piff helmets and stuff. And they can get... Oh, I do quite like as well that they block out upgraded stuff by having like a little banner on them. Very nice. We'll get you to cap stuff while you're going about your business. And what can you guys build? You could build a soldier's mess. Lovely tall building. And you could summon regulars.
Regulars report, attention.
Nice. And you are just going to be the standard guardsman squad. Right. In fact, actually, it might be worth... Can we occupy buildings like the other Imperial Guard faction? We can't stand in these buildings. Do you have things like... No, we'll go for bunkers and stuff later, but... Because there's some orc buildings. So one thing about the Praetorians is that they kind of blend Imperial Guard and orcs together. We'll build a regimental statue on there while we're going about our business. Yeah, so we've got the regulars. They do things and stuff. You can get them grenade launchers, plasma guns, and flamers as a standards. Lieutenant Colonel.
Snuff boxes away.
Snuff boxes away indeed. You do. Oh, you do loads of stuff. Long range scanner for detecting infiltrated units. So unlike the regular Imperial Guard, where you've got that ability in your HQ, you've got this with your Lieutenant Colonel. You can stop these guys from inspire them to run quicker and capture points quicker, but they fire less accurately. And you can also improve accuracy. Okay, so these guys just come along to join the squad. How fast does that improve their speed? So at this speed, and then move, you scallywags.
For the Emperor.
All right. Oh, it's a fleet of foot. It just has a little bit of a delay, right? So that's like good for if there's like a really large map and you need to cap bits around the map, then you can do that. Cool. And then you do that. Oh, right. It doesn't necessarily have to be the squad that you're commanding. It could just be like any. So it could be these guys over here. Oh, it's a guide, right? Okay. You're basically a Farsight. You're basically a Farsight. And a Commissar. So you come out and you've got frag grenade and execution in tier 2 and frag grenade in tier 3. And I assume you just increase morale. Increase morale and stuff. Attack bonus to nearby troops. We'll stick you with these guys as well. So, alright, so the Lieutenant Colonel, you're the tier 1 hero. So I imagine you work, but you're more of a support hero then. You're not exactly out to kill people, you're just out to support the boys. Quite like that. Ooh, do like that. Do like that very much. And you can have like strafing runs, Valkyrie strikes, vulture strikes. Right, so I assume then I can't put boys inside you.
Yes.
Oh no, I can put boys inside of you. And man the available... Right, so just like an Imperial Guard faction, go in there and fire around, but you've also got additional ways of just firing stuff. Oh, a propaganda broadcast. Deploy a loud burst of inspiring bugle music quite rightly cause the morale to tremble. Enemy. Yeah! Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm at Horse Guards. I feel like I'm at Horse Guards all day long. Right, tier 2 for you then. You upgrade that stuff. Bigger section, we get Standard Bearer.
The standard of Praetorian
Oh.
is high.
Look at him go. Flying the old flag of Praetoria. Love a good Standard Bearer. And you rally. Ah, look to the cause, men.
Hold the standard and fight.
So I assume you just... Yeah, restores morale to surrounding troops. Nice one. We've also got a bugler.
Do you wish me to sound the charge?
Stop your dreaming.
Can you see the spear points gleaming? I won't do the whole song, but it's beautiful. Do you diminish morale? Sound the bugle! Sound the bugle towards an enemy. Oh, right, I've got to select an enemy. Hold on, right, we've got to do this now. We've got to have him blooming sing Men of Harlem. Or Harlock? Not Harlem. Harlem's a completely different place. I've got a medic. And I assume, yeah, you've just got a healing aura around you. Nice. Around you've got Scout Major. Scout Major.
There is no honor in points.
And you do tracking, so you can basically start the enemy unit and you can see through their eyes for a little bit. And active reload. Click when the line is in the middle portion. To what? What do you do? Click when the line is in the middle portion to speed up reload. Oh, right, I see. So when... I quite like that. So when he fires, much like a regular sniper, I imagine, the little reloading bar, if you click that in the middle, then... Oh, there was a game that did that. Was it Gears of War when you're reloading? Maybe. Something like that. Let's get Skelly Friend. Able to place a tracking device. And detects infiltration. So that's... You've already got that ability. I don't know. Either way, Bugleman, sound the bugle.
I will fill this silence with the sound of music.
Yes. Oh, it even slows them down as well.
I will fill this silence.
Beautiful.
with
Right,
the
Bugleman, come
sound
back.
of music.
We don't want you to get killed unnecessarily. First floor add-on. It... No, just increase... How far can I say this? Oh my god, it's affordable housing. It's affordable housing for all. Yes, there we go. Your regular council house in Yorkshire. Beautiful stuff. So that's those guys. Uncommon Valor, increase health of people. Right, cool. Where's my builders? Where's the boys? Generators, you do stuff. Vehicle Forge. Let's have a look at the vehicles, because that's the main thing for them, isn't it? You'll love these buildings as well. You got Chimera, which I assume is standard.
Arm yourselves, dangerous.
Yes, I'm myself, gentlemen. Yes. Flamer and twin-linked heavy bolter. Fairly standard stuff. We've got a Hermes pattern sentinel. Oh, you're quite a thin boy, aren't you? Nice. The longer the gun, or the longer the form, the more range you get, really. And you've got autocannons, heavy flamers, plasma cannons, and las guns. Cool stuff. Griffin. Oh, so you get artillery from tier 2. Just like straight up, which I suppose is quite standard, but yeah. And you can fire a smoke shell, which will give people infiltration, I assume. Boom. And defense as well. So, cool. Nice. I like that. What else do you do? Oh, right, so you get tier 3 from the Vehicle Forge itself. Right, before we go into tier 3, let's have a look at the Orc buildings really quick. Oh, we've got an aid station. Got loads of stuff here. Ammunition stores, which I assume is... units can take refuge within its thick walls and man the available firing pots. Oh, so you're a bit like a bunker, but also something else as well. Medic station. Stiff upper lip. Increase the health and morale of guardsman units. Lovely cup of tea. Other well-being of guard units is improved. Hooray! Deal biscuits. Amazing. Oh, fantastic. And even stiffer upper lip. Right, yeah, so you get all your health upgrades from here. And you get all your weapon upgrades from here then. Right, so your upgrades are split between 2 separate buildings. So if you want more tanky stuff, you build this stuff. If you want more damage stuff, you build that stuff. Okay, I understand. Interesting mechanic. We've got blood axe encampments. Bring forth the mercenaries. Right, so you get blood axe, mercs.
We got the kit.
And that's interesting. I like that.
Rock on.
Friendly orcs. You know, everyone's friends. if you give them enough money, I suppose. But they've got a combination of big shooters, rocket launchers, and burners. So you can have these guys for all sorts of shenanigans. Let's get Bomber Squigs. They come out and they do the Emperor's justice. A Blood Axe Killer can. You can also get Orc Commanders, Blood Axe Looted Lehman Russ, Battle Axe Stomp. Oh, a Stomper, Battle Wagon. Oh, the Grot Tanks! The Grot Tanks are here. Oh my goodness, the Grot Tanks are here. Amazing. Look at him go. Just look at him go. My goodness. It's glorious. It's beautiful. He's even got a little line on the side of him. Oh, man. Best way to improve an Imperial Guard regiment is by adding orcs to them. We also got the Orc Bunker as well. So orcs can occupy this, I assume. As you may. Yes, you can. And you can use it to move about the battlefield, right? So I don't know if you can defend yourself. I don't know if you can fire outside of this, but they can move around. So if you build a couple of... Right, okay, yeah, I like that. Let's also actually get you to capture critical locations while we're knocking around. The regular sections, you can capture the relic, so we know what's going on. What else? Was that all the buildings? Okay, what about the... Right, so your extra stuff is that you could build a Praetorian mortar emplacement. Nice. Here's tier 3, what can we get? Tank Commander, Exterminator. And you're there doing things. I like how every single tank has just got like a dude on the outside. It's like, yeah, we don't mind. Have you got a cup of tea in your hands? Oh, missed opportunity, man. Could have had a cup of tea and everything. A gentle stroll around the battlefield. Yeah, you do stuff. And, right, how do I get you? I need to unlock other stuff. Oh, well, before that, we've got some more units that we can access in the Soldier's Mess. Got the Grenadier section. Grenadiers, I assume, are anti-vehicle stuff when you upgrade all stuff. Oh, right, so you get grenade launchers, snipers, plasma guns, and melter guns. And you've also got demo charges, frag grenades, and crack grenades. These guys are basically the anti-everything squad, which is quite lovely. Like that. Got the Gatling gun team. Right, so much like, rather than like the Death Corps Krieg, where they can just move around everywhere, these guys have got a set up at the OG Guardsmen. And I assume that you've also... Right, so... Mortar and anti-tank, right, so... The way that these guys' heavy weapons teams work is that they all just... Oh, no, right, so the mortar team are mobile, and the anti-tank team are mobile. Okay, so a bit of diversity in the heavy weapons department for the Praetorian Guard. But we like it. That's cool. Nice one. Oh, you only get 1 Grenadiers. Right. How many men can we have? We only have 5. Okay, fair enough. That's a thing. So how do I get the... Oh, I've got a Vox gunship as well. He's there. Look at him go about his business. Right, what else can we get? Because I know that there's the tier 2 Titan unlock. Shadow Sword tier 4. How do I get tier 4? That's my question. Alright, okay, so for their tier 4, they've got to build a specific building. So rather than like unlike a lot of factions where you can tier up and exclusively inside your HQ, we've got to tier up a little bit in here, tier up a little bit in there, and then build an actual building. Is that... I don't know if you can hear that, but it's Rule Britannia, gosh darn it. Hold on, no, calm down, you Grenadiers. Ah. It's just... God, I love being British. It's just the best thing in the world. Right, so we've got tier... Oh, actually, what can we unlock with just this guy alone? So Shadow Sword, he's there.
All hands, meet
Oh, and they've got an English flag there. I know that England doesn't exist. Well, United Kingdom of Northern Ireland, Great Britain, and Gibraltar. But, you know, it's just nice to see anyway. Is it low accurate? No. I'm biased. Leave me alone. Right. So we have the other tank, the Stormhammer, 1,000,000 guns all over the place, quite like that. So we've got you with the big singular gun in the middle. Then we've got you with like a bajillion million dudes in the middle. Very nice stuff. And then for the extra big ones, we have then got the Korean Stormhammer.
Linebreaker at your service, sir.
Does that voice sound familiar by any chance?
Relic of the Auxilia here.
Oh, I can't believe voice acting a tier 2 Titan unit, more or less.
Stormhammer, ready to lead the assault.
Stormhammer,
sir.
approaching.
All power to the engine engines, yeah?
Oh, it's just so cool. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Am I grandizing myself? Absolutely I am. But you know what? That's me. That's me driving. I mean, lacking the beard, but my headcanon is that that's me in the future. Anyway, so, yeah, so this is just a bloody good faction. Oh, I've got Alpha Strand Commando section.
How the flying fuck did I end up with this lost of crowd?
Oh, you're an American, and you deep strike in. What are the Yanks doing here? Well, I suppose they had to turn up late, didn't they? As standard.
Fuck's sake, stop poking me!
They all come here. Are you American?
Watch your fingers, lobster. My bombs are not for you.
Oh, are you meant to be Scottish?
I don't want to sound crude, sir, but your fly's open.
Yeah, you're American. You're American. And you do stuff. What do you do? Overcharged Alaska. Oh, you're basically Caskins, aren't you? I understand. With melter guns and sniper rifles. So yeah, so these guys, I mean, you can't really deviate too much from the Imperial Guard formula, but I do quite like how the tiering up system, sometimes in here, sometimes there, so there's plenty counterplay if you want to deny the Praetorian Guard their tiering up opportunities. Also got Orcs if you just want to, not play Orcs. So you don't want to not play Orcs, but you also don't want to play the Imperial Guard, you want to play a bit of both. That's fun. I mean, what's your Stomp? Oh, Black Stomper, right, is it? Just a case of I can't have one of these and one of those at the same time. That's fair enough. Yeah, and I also like how it's got like lots of little bits here, there, and everywhere. And all the individual heroes as well, their buglers and their medics and their standard bearers. Very nice stuff. And just the buildings, man. The buildings. It's just glorious. And also, the national anthem, God Save the King, wherever he may be. Improves the health and morale of units nearby. All good and glorious stuff. Right, okay then, boys and girls, enough of me fangirling over the Praetorian Guard. Let's move on to the next faction. Okay then, so here we are with the Vostroyans. So they've got an interesting little thing on their Vostroyan Cathedral, where they've got harmony with Adeptus Mechanicus. So if their current support cap is equal to or higher than their population cap, the infantry cap, then they achieve harmony, which means that they get a significant boost to health and stuff. But it excludes aircraft for reasons, and becomes available to get weapon upgrades or new units or something. So that's cool. Okay, I like that. What do we have as a capping unit? We've got the Vostroyan Hunter.
You have a problem? Sure, we can fix it. It'll hide your breath.
I like your voice acting.
Be good to your lass, and she will keep you safe.
So you've got a limit of 5, can use demolition charges, which are very powerful anti-armor stuff. Limit of 5 squads, and can detect infiltrators if the radio tower is present. So
they won't
use
even
cap
know
things.
they lost it.
And you get a tech priest engine seer. Let's build up a Vostroyan barracks and see what kind of units we can get up on the front. Ooh, that's a very... Are the Vostroyans Russian? Well, they are now, gosh darn it. Little statue on top of them. So here come the Firstborn squad.
Ready for war.
Now, I know next to nothing about these guys in the lore or in-game, to be honest, but...
Here.
Yep, standard guardsmen, they can only get arc rifles. Oh, right, arc rifles, because, again, you are Mechanicus-oriented with your little hats and eyes and stuff. Okay, but from Tier 1, that's all we could really get, so very limited options for the Tier 1, but I assume that's because they can build... Well, what can we get from a radio tower? Are you the upgrade building? Yes, powered bayonets for the charge, obviously. And how strong are you in so you're almost as strong in close combat as you are in range combat, so getting these guys involved, the Argy-Bargy, that's what they want. And that's pretty much it, I think. Oh no, right, once you build all that stuff, get loads of different people. So, Lord, Regent, you are a dude, and you have a bunch of stuff. Alright, calm down. What's your model look like, actually, while we're here? You've got hats. You look quite old, but that's okay, because, you know what I mean. Age before beauty and all that stuff. And you've got a bunch of abilities, so you can request a... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word. In fact, yeah, no, I'm not going to. But you summon those guys, and they do a thing. Gas grenades, Aegis, Imperious, which nearby squads become immune to morale damage, and knockback. Quite interesting. Knockback's a really good way of cancelling a unit's DPS up for a little while with like grenade launchers and stuff. So very nice stuff. And yeah, cool. And then you've also got from Vostroyan with Love, which I assume is a big boom. So we'll see what that looks like. Well, we'll make him join a bunch of boys as well. We can also get a Commissar, which you do. Yeah, execute. Standard as Commissars come. Medic. Oh, are you a lady medic? You are a lady medic. A little sword and a gun. Is that a flintlock gun? It's a bit flintlocky to me. And a... Oh, right, a blooming... Oh, what are those things called? Those things that the Space Marines use to extract the gene seed. And you can also do a spy plane for infantry units. Oh, I see what they're going with this. I see what theme they're trying to maintain. So we'll get these guys to cap relics and locations as standard. First team up, we can also get a battle priest. I suppose that's one thing that the Praetorians didn't have, which was the standard priest, psyker, wombo combo. These guys do the field exorcism, which is effective against monsters and demons. It also affect enemy commanders. I assume you do nonsense. Yep. You do damage. Oh, look, I quite like that. They've got an onion top, just like they do in the Motherland. Right, so this is where the infantry comes into fine regard then. So heavy shock trooper, you can... Right, so you, at the moment, you've got your little machine gun thing. We swap you out for... Oh, no, right, okay, so we swap you out for either anti-vehicle or anti-infantry nonsense. Okay, and you add them to another squad, right. Okay. We've then got the standard bearer. Bearing a standard. And there is the mighty Firstborn flag fluttering in the wind. I assume you just do more, morale damage and accuracy to nearby squads. That's cool. Ogrins. Oh, look at that.
Big brother.
The standard Eastern European accent. I don't mean it, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please don't unsubscribe. Fire Spot Lieutenant, what do you do? You call an airstrike. Right, slow down. Stop moving. Call an airstrikes. Improve the combat effectiveness of nearby basilisks. Right, okay, so you stay around the back lines and help the artillery. Quite nice. Let's get Shrine to the Lady Grey. Increases morale and health to all Vostroyan infantry by a significant amount. Pop you on. Oh, and you swap. Right, okay, so we swap you. Oh my goodness, it's like a Netflix historical adaptation. Replacing the men with the women. Very good stuff. And now we've got all the upgrades for these guys. So enhanced recon. I won't bother reading all this, but it does stuff. Increases stuff, I imagine. Honor in death. All the usual gubbins. Although, of course, you can also pause and read these in your spare time if you want to. I, for one, I'm not here to read. I want to know what is in the Mars Fabrica. So we get Pegasus AFV. Oh, look at the speed on you. Quite quick, quite nimble. Chimerics upgrade. And battle cannons. So yeah, you're just standard. Chimera Infernus, which is, in fairness, the anti-infantry stuff. Silicate, what are you? Oh, it's a little... Ah, that's the second little tank we've seen so far. Look at him go. Look at him go. Little tiny boy. I can also decapture points and detect stealth enemies. Cool. We've got this boy. Right, I see. So you are the artillery. Is there a limit to you? No, there isn't. Slow moving requires some time to set up. So, cool. Nice one. Much like the... Because some Imperial Guard factions have like a limit to the artillery that they can bring to bear. But that's fine. A Lightning Strike Fighter. That's a... Imperial Navy dogfighter. So you can see this unit in other factions like the Witch Hunters and people like that. Right, we've also got the Firstborn Mortar Troop as well. They come in and just drop things on top of people's heads. Very nice. Well, set up time balance of things. Any other buildings before I move on? No. Let's team up. Now I've got Lord General, or Lord Marshal Graf Hazarum.
The Imperium triumphs by virtue.
Oh my goodness, it's Mortis. It's Mortis.
Firstborn of Vostroya.
That's how I imagine it looks. Although, if you're not part of the Discord, that's an in-joke you won't get. What do you do? In times of great need, he can invert the Project Black Sun protocol to order tactical nuclear strikes. And you also ready the army. Provides attack boost, bonus, and morale boost.
Stand! Fight!
Yeah.
Die!
We'll have to see what that ability does. You've got Vanus Assassin, which is just basically Sam Fisher for Vostroyans. You do machine breakdown, so you do damage to... Do you do damage or just stun? Does not affect buildings, heavily damage as a consequence. Right, yep, so you damage buildings and... damage vehicles. That's what you do. Flare grenade. So, yeah, blinds people for short duration. And then you do a liquidation. So that affects... Oh, right, very vulnerable. So, kind of like the... oh, what's it called? In the tower where you've got those hunter people. Pathfinders. And they basically just make people more vulnerable for a little while. Okay, fair enough. Any more units? You've got the Void Shrieks. Or Shrikes even. And I assume, yeah, you've got the Pattern Bolter. And you've got Tesla grenade launchers. So again, like Cassicans. Just bigger, beefier boys. Very tasty. From the... we've got the... are you... Tunguska. The Lady Driver. And you do damage to basically everything. With lots of autocannons. Okay, cool. You also get tier 4 as well. The Malcador, which we've seen from the Deathcore Krieg. They can also get a Hind gunship. Which you are... oh, you've got nuclear drops as well. Okay, alright. You can also pick up people, transport them around. Also got the Tesla. Ooh. I guess I'm getting Red Alert vibes here now. Yeah, nice. Other... where can I get that Black Hole Sun upgrade? Oh, I've got the Shock Troop this year as well. Oh, he's a beefy boy. Metal legs. Oh, and he can get a dog. You can get a dog friend. My goodness, what do you do, sir? Can accompany by his Lord Companion, or his Loyal Companion. Effective against all. And when near a Tesla coil, he both charges up, buffs, and is charged up by, or buffed by. Right, so if you keep these guys next to each other, they're quite happy. Oh, he's got a dogger, look at him. Woof pup dogger. Metal legs. Metal dog, that's what we like. Oh, you can summon the Castellan robots. Bring them forth. Go here.
The world has changed so much since our last awakening.
And you've got shooty bits on you.
Still rages on.
Also get... God. Phosphor cannons. That's what they're called. But requires harmony. So if you don't have more... what you call them? Vehicle cap than you do squad cap. Is that the same for other vehicle upgrades as well? No. No, it's not the same for those. Okay, fair enough. But you do good repulsor to power sources morale, and you just make yourself invulnerable for short duration and self-destruct, which just, I assume, just destroys everything. Right, stop talking. Blooming Castellan robots, you're not here. A skull of Elder Nikolai, and a special servitor that upon turning the correct phrase psalm can disrupt and disable enemy machines. Oh, so it's like a cursed machine spirit.
1 centimeter at a time.
But it's essentially just...
Could it
yeah.
truly be sacred STC technology?
Are you laughing, Max? Is that what you are? What do I need to build you? Manufactorum Primaris. Which... oh, there's a Tesla coil. Build that.
I understand what you require.
And then Manufactorum Primaris is over here. So I assume that's just like a super... limit to 1 per HQ. Requires harmony. Nice. And here we are. Right, Black Hole Sun project. Right, where are you, Mr. Man? Summon the nukes. Right, we're going to nuke the... no, because the game might end. I might accidentally kill them all. Right, let's just summon a nuke here. See what happens. Oh my goodness, like a game of Ultimate Apocalypse. You can't defend yourself from a nuclear blast. That's how it works. It was a really long summoning time there. But it's pretty substantial. Pretty substantial indeed. Very good. I like that a lot. So that means... what was the other one that could do the nuke stuff? Or is that just me? Oh, it's the handgun. Was it the handgun ship? Yes. So I can upgrade it with tactical nuclear missiles. You just have 2. Oh, well, we'll check back on you later. Oh, we can have a Doom Hammer. And you come forth with big tasty gun in the middle. Can I get you to attack ground? No, I can't. I can get you a plasma gun while you're upgrading. We can then have a look at everything else. So there is an Apocalypse tank. More big guns. And you do an EMC. Which... Oh, right, stun grenades around him. Oh, so if anyone surrounds him, melee combat, that's the thing. Attack the ground. Boom. Yes. Nice. And come on, bring on the nukes. Bring on the nukes. Oh, hold on. Devastating reload time. Oh, right, so you attack ground.
What do we have here?
Takes a long time to fire, but when you fire? Question mark? This is exciting.
That one. Get him.
That's one. Get him. Right, well, I guess... Right, we'll come back to you. If we hear a big boom, we'll know that he's done it. A fair upgrades. We've got the Predator... Oh my goodness, it's that blooming... Oh, what are they called? The Valkyrie rockets from World War II that the Russians used. Can't remember what they are, but... Attack ground.
Don't let them get any closer.
Fire away, gentlemen. We've got the same noise. Ooh, I like that. I like that very much. And then load surface to... Alright, so you could do surface to air missiles, rumble, or... Oh, I should... Devastating against aircraft. Right, okay, so you click that and it does damage to those guys, I think.
Don't let them get any closer.
Oh, again? Maybe. Or have I broken yet? You can also get a Firstborn squad. Oh, right, so you can... Not only are you a artillery piece, but you also move around with the ability to spawn more units. Quite a long time to build you up, but... It's quite a long time to fire, actually. But... Hey, how that's something. You're not firing. Why are you not firing? That bothers me. But hey ho. I'm sure I'm probably doing something wrong here. Is that all the units? Have we looked at basically everything? Where the... Oh, there were hussars. The hussars. Look at them go. Stabby bits. The good times and the bad times. Yeah, winged hussars. Very Polish. Nice mixture of Eastern European stuff, I assume. My knowledge of Eastern Europe is not great. Got a guard cannon, which is much like the Praetorian Guard. Got a big banger defensive. Ooh, that's huge. Attack the ground over here, shall we? That's really long range as well. Is it long range? Can I attack that location? Fine. Why can't I attack the location? There's a minimum firing range. Does not fire on its own. Must fire at a thing. I'm probably doing something wrong here, but I mean that's quite a long range. If that's the minimum range, I assume that the maximum range is probably way over here. So cool. Yep, that's that. So that's the Vostroyans. A nice mix of AdMech and Eastern Europe, I guess. Quite standard infantry. These guys, you've got access to Ogrins and the equivalent of Cassicans, horses, a good selection of vehicles as well as these big stonking units later on in the game. So, oh, and plenty of also hero choices as well. So cool, right, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so keeping on the theme of the Guard, we're going to be looking at the Traitor Guard, or the Renegade Guard as they are called in this. Now, before we actually are able to build anything, we're going to select between two tiers, or two tech paths. Lost of the Damned, the Crusade against the Imperium, which offers a playstyle close to the Loyalist Imperial Guard regiments in the mod, but is more favoured to Chaos. And then this one, which is like, it says here, represents the older, more obscure homebrew aspect of the Renegade Guard and stuff like that. So, again, that's where you get the Shogun faction in this game, which we're going to look at the regular Renegade Imperial Guardsmen. Again, it's a quick look. If you want to have a more in-depth look, then download the game and play it for yourself. But we're going to play Standard. We're going to have a look at the Standard one. And Revolutionary Volunteers as our capping unit. Which are, what, you got missile launchers at tier 2. Creature, and just dudes. And what do you look like? I assume you look quite similar to the Renegades in the Chaos faction. Yeah, you do. Oh, big arms on those guys as well. Very nice stuff. You do the usual capping bits. Apart from that, that's about it. You can also choose your marks of Slanesh or stuff like that in tier 3 or your Chaos Undivided, which we'll have a deeper look at that when we get to it. Let's have a look at the recruitment center, where everyone gets together and has a nice old time. Also, these guys can, from what I can see, you can stick an additional... you can have 4 people in there, and you can have a... it allows one squad to garrison a crack missile launcher. Pretty sweet. So, defensive against... If your enemy goes quick tier 2, and you need to defend against their tanks, then you've got some anti-vehicle stuff there. So, militia squad.
Ready to fight. I live to serve, Lord.
Oh, I live to serve. Yeah, nice. I like that. Lots of balaclava dudes and dudettes, I assume. Yeah, and just standard guardsman stuff. You've got your grenade launchers, plasma guns, long lasers, all the usual bits and bobs. Very good. But what about you? Renegade Magister Officiorum.
By the power of the true gods, I live once more.
Ooh.
The regime we form will have its own sense of ruthless efficiency.
Ah, yes. We are the good guys, really. Just ignore all the bad stuff that we do. Okay, so you get Blackguard Bodyguard. You also get a Bloody-Handed Reaver, which, I mean, actually, what do you do first? You've got plasma guns, so quite good against heavy infantry. You add hit points and combat potential of squad, in addition to commanding aura that increases fight potential and morale of nearby troops. You can call in
Once I served the
boomy stuff with your Vox operator, and you've got Mastermind, which is as you may
see the truth.
Yes, so you're basically a psyker. Okay, and you can Warlord Presence, immune to morale damage and decreases damage dealt to them.
Chaos Undivided is with us, and we are invincible.
Ah, well, a little bit of pep talk for the boys. Okay, what does your friend look like? Your friend looks quite deadly. If you notice, I've had to downgrade my graphics for these guys, because I assume that because they've got so many models in their actual faction, you'll need to lower your graphics if you want to actually play these guys. That's fine. Okay, anything else I can build while we are knocking around? Let's look at the Renegade Tactica. And yeah, you just get upgrades as normal as you like. Oh, long range scanner as well. Could throw down that as per usual. Bulwark tier 2. You get a Renegade Psyker. Oh, so no Commissars then. Just a Psyker. He's got all the usual abilities of a normal Psyker.
The regime we form will have its own sense of ruthless efficiency.
A Blood-Handed Reaver. I want to see one of each of these guys. How do I upgrade you for more lads? Or can I not upgrade you for more lads? Maybe that's the case. Combat Medic. Because Chaos is known for its love of helping their friends. You also get refined combat drugs. So I assume it's quite similar to how the other combat drugs work. Increase firing and movement speed, as well as restoring the morale to maximum. So it's kind of like the witch cults from the Dark Eldar. How their stuff works. Yeah, militia heavy weapons team squad. Right, so you work more like the Deathcore Creek. Very expensive though, 180 and 40 for more lads and stuff. So, yep, and you get all usual bits and bobs. Oh, and you've also got to entrench as well. Ah, interesting. So if I unentrench you and then build up a couple more lads, and I don't know, just upgrade you with stuff, do you then all put yourself down in different areas? Right, okay, fair enough. Oh, so it's a hybrid combination of the two. You've also got lots of gas around you. So be warned that this immobile stage... Oh, so... Can dig and trench, gain increased protection from incoming fire, increased health, as well as slight decrease in weapon reload times. At the cost of being fully immobilized. Oh, right, so you can fire normally, or it could be... You've got the choice between the two. I do love how every Imperial Guard faction's got like a different flavour and feeling for their heavy weapons teams. It's really, really nice. Really nice. Beastmen. Oh my goodness, get Beastmen. My goodness, it's Warhammer Fantasy all over again. Beastmen were my favourite faction in Warhammer Total War 3 and 2 or wherever they came out. Look at them. And what do you do then? You just should lose the morale to go berserk and attack everyone, including their allies. So that Warp Beasts then. Nice. Absolutely love that. Let's get a pack leader and an exalted champion who does stuff. Should he fall, the Beastman will go berserk. So he needs to stay alive. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Let's have a look at your vehicles then. Where are you? You are there.
Chaos is clear.
No, so you get Chimera, you get Sentinels, which, let's have a look at them. So we've not seen the Chaos Sentinel before. Oh, you're just spiky. Makes sense. You've got Chaos Star there, you've got Chaos Star there. Star of the moment. You get a Hellhound, you get a... What's Stalk Tanker?
We know only anger.
Ooh. It's just a big crab. Big Chaos Crab. Who just does excellent all-terrain murder. Very nice. And then we take up. Get some more stuff. So a Renegade of... Oh, a Renegade Eviscerator. My god, you're quite calm for an Eviscerator, aren't you?
The gods freed me from the shackles of my programming.
But yeah, Marker Core enables her to fully embrace within a rage. Marker Zinch allows her to become infiltrate and stay out of sight. So those things are there. And you essentially just go in and murder things, don't you? So custom shock wave grenades. Explosive crack damage. Deals good damage against armor and buildings. And Blood Rage doubles the assassin's attack damage and a speed for a set amount of time at the cost of lost direct control. Nice, but only effective against vehicles, commanders, and buildings, right? So you've got to be very careful when you use that Blood Rage. Any more infantry? Yes, we've got Dark Magos.
Chaos works wondrous, changes.
And Dark Magos, oh, so you build things as well, right? So you're just like a supreme builder commander unit. Alrighty, route, we get the Urgrim Berserkers and the Vraxian Grenadiers. So yeah, just like standard guardsmen, where you've got your Urgrins and your Cassicans. Oh, they've got blades for hands. Well, imagine having to wipe your ass with those guys. Feel sorry for the commoners, I'll have to look after their hygiene. Right, so we've got all the upgrades here. So we've got the Mark of Khorne, allows new weapon upgrades and options for certain units. Alright, so they're all just basically... Oh, hold on, right. So Mark of Khorne, increased range damage and armor penetration for all squad weapons. Mark and Nergal increases health and regen for all people affected. Slanesh increases morale and speed. And Zinch, faster reload times for their weapons abilities. I'm going to go Khorne because Khorne's the best one. Don't at me in the chat. And I assume that means we get different upgrades for stuff. Which, I don't know if that's the case. But you'll be able to see it, I assume. Where's the Lord General? Do you get different stuff? Strength before death. So, fanatical. Oh, right, no, that's you, Bloodhound Reaver. Alright, okay, fair enough. I assume people get upgrades. Medusa. Oh, you're the artillery. Got some heavy flamers and heavy stubbers in case anyone gets in close combat with you. And a Vendetta heavy gunship. Which, again, you can pick people up and maneuver them around. And tier 4. Which gives you the Malkador battle tank. Decimator, which we've seen in the Vanilla Chaos Space Marines for Unification. Just goes around and punches people in the face. Soul Burner Petard, which does heavy structural damage. We'll fire you. We'll see what you do. It's got the Avenger Strike Fighter. Ooh. And you just basically do... Well, I mean, of course it'll do damage. Got 2 mounted las cannons and crack bombs. You're very much... I kill...
those vendetta buffoons.
Hard things to kill with your las cannons and your bomby bits. Oh, okay. And we also get the Great Colonel. Oh, he's the blooming dude from Brexley.
The false emperor stole his power from the true gods.
What a guy.
And lied
He's got a
to
hat.
his people about it.
He's got a stick.
Through us, though, mankind may have a chance for its redemption.
All right, enough of your speeches, Mr. Grand Cardinal Zaxfan, or whatever your name is. So Turncoat, he can make a chosen squad fight against their allies and protect the Great Leader. Only affects infantry and heavy infantry. Shall bear the torch. The Dark Gods give us a blessing. Every time they strike at us, we strike back at them 1,000 times greater. God, make these points more succinct so I can understand what's going on. Restores broken morale, slightly increases damage, and reflects enemy attacks inflicted on our comrades. Back at them, I imagine. The fourth thesis of Zaphanism, which is a big boom. It's a big boom. It's an orbital strike. Bring forth the big explosions. There we go. Oh, it's a big explosion and an orbital bombardment. Hybrid combination of the two. Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing indeed. Okay. That's you. I assume we've also got Titans to play with. We have got the voice. Oh, right. So a structure made in the image of Great Zaphan Rejoice. As such, to erect the great edifice requires a dedicated Dark Magos to present it the overseer of its... Oh, right, so the Dark Magos can only... Right, so I assume that you can't build that then. Oh, right, no. Anyone can build it, I assume. But I assume you need to build this one first. What comes out of you? Oh, it's there. So what do you do then? Oh, all infantry gain bonus health, morale, and sight within the radius of the statue. So build it near the front lines to keep the men inspired. And airstrike platform. Well, I've seen several like that before. Infernal Mechanicum.
My circuits burn.
That's where the big boys will come out to play. And we have got a mark. Oh, we're required to capture. Ah, bloody! I should have done this much earlier. Well, beastmen can't capture things. That's good to know. Get you to capture things. And Urgans, can you capture things? Yes, you can. Go capture some stuff. And I'll just upgrade stuff while things are going on. So we've got the Macarius, which basically... Oh, it shares a cap with the Forge Fiend. Right, well, tell you what. I assume that's going to be a big tank. So we're not going to get that. We've got the Bane Sword. We've seen the Bane Sword, but I assume it's just more spikier. A Forge Fiend. The summoning of such a beast demands the presence of the trusted agent of the Dark Mech, as well as the ownership of a relic. Right, so the actual Dark Magos is required for a couple of things here then. We've got the Death Hammer, which I assume is just a big tank. And we've got the Sire of the Doom, which is a Knight Tyrant. There's lots of text on it. Currently current battle focus, it may switch its Gatling cannon for an additional Reaper Chainsword for maximum melee potential, or become a full range support. So flexible, big knight there, quite like that. And while we're waiting, is there anything else? Is there anything else that I'm missing out on? Does not look like it. Does not look like it at all. Go on, you capture the things, militia soldierman. Let us have the things, and also Ogrins. Capture the bits. Show us what's for. Look at them go. Their non-existing hands. I want to see the big boys. I want to see how they do. Oh, that's a long time to capture, isn't it? Oh, that's too critical. Look at silly me. Right, I'll cut this out. It's fine. All right, here we are then. Right, show me the Forge Fiend. Oh, you're just a dog with guns. That's fun. Oh, you're like Cerberus with your 3 heads. And I assume you just go boom, don't you? Yeah, you go boom. Good stuff. Oh, you've left a little mark there. I wonder, does that do stuff? Oh, no, right. That is just the attack ground marker. Fair enough. I assume. As you may. There's something such a great... Oh, no, never mind. It can use its jaws and talons at adequate melee and self-defense. If someone destroyed in battle, its reactor detonates the agonizing explosion, so you can explode. It's good. The Death Hammer
They will tremble at the sound of our
Oh, he's Scottish. That's how you know he's evil.
particular about the holiness of its crew.
Its crew. Yes. Good stuff. Got spiky bits on you as well. Now, what about the big boy? The biggest boy of them all. You are Sire of Doom, Knight of Death. You've got your Void Shield on. You've got plenty of guns. And, oh, right, so you need a Marcus Lanesh for the Plasma Decimator. But then I assume the Reaper Sword. So double chain swords just to get involved and slap people around. Yeah, intimidating visure of death, destruction, and mayhem. So some nice changes. Yeah, we've got the flexibility of multiple Chaos Gods that you can choose to worship. You've also got the other side, which I'm not going to show because this video will already be too long, but an entirely different faction in here as well. I just wanted to look at the normal side of things for reasons. For reasons. So yeah, cool. Let's move on to the next stuff. Alright, so keeping with the Forces of Darkness, we have got the Fallen Angels.
They just wouldn't listen.
Nothing too crazy going on in the refuge for the HQ building, although we do have some zealots. They come out, and they're actually quite flexible by the looks of things, with their flamers, grenade launchers, and all that usual gubbins. Get them to capture some stuff. Actually, let's have a quick glance at you. Do you look just like Renegade people? Definitely looking strong, firm, and fancy in their uniforms with the little logos on the front. Very nice stuff. So not much to say from that perspective, but what about the cantonment? So we get Marine veterans. They come out, they've got the little Ewok hoods on. Are the Ewoks? What are the Ewoks with the hoods on? I can't remember. No, it's the other ones, the one with the red eyes and the one that sand planet. That's what these guys always make me think of. The standard infantry unit for the Space Marines. A standard bearer. I quite like how these guys are like, oh no, we're definitely not Chaos people. We're just, you know, because I think from what I understand, the Fallen Angels are like, oh, we just disagree with the Primarch or something. My law for the Dark Angels is non-existent, but you do. So you increase you increase available squad cap. Is that how you increase squad cap for these guys? Possibly. If that's the case, then that's quite interesting then, because how many of these guys can I build? Let's build like 1 million of them. I can build 5. Right. Okay.
You have need of
well, yeah, that's fair enough. So their squad cap increasing stuff is also something that can bash people. Very interesting. Also very risky, I imagine. And the coming master, he comes out. And he's a hybrid combination of Chaos Lord and a Dark Angel. What can you do? You've got Demon Strength, so increase the damage of the Company Master, and also a Orbital Bombardment. So nothing too crazy or fancy. So that's from those guys. What about our... Oh, I see, so you've got an Arcanage, which builds all the research, also connects all the different cells of the Fallen. Oh, actually, tell you what, why don't we just build you? See what happens. Is that basically your... No, so that's different from your Plasma Dynamo. So you increase stuff, and you also... Alright, so this says that operatives can sell items and secrets on the black market, earning power based on the current requisition levels, which is interesting. What do they mean by operatives? Are you an operative?
Are not evil.
I don't know. I parent's an operative. And so we'll come back to that later. But I assume that, I mean, that's where all your research gets done. Recruit more agents or something. Do we have a regular research building? Well, we're in tier 1 at the moment. We can build a vehicle building. It's quite interesting. What do we get from you? A Razorback and a Nephilim jet fighter. So actually quite strong. But how strong is your Razorback? Alright, so you can't get your big weapons until later on. But interesting that they can get vehicles in tier 1. That's going to be really strong for them. But vehicles and also aircraft as well. How expensive are you? Oh, quite heavy on the green money, to be honest.
Curses upon
does that mean that... So for this, do I need to get green money involved? Is that what this is? Let's build you up. Can you do anything now? Nope. Okay, well, look to your strength. That was actually the first tier of ability for Company Master, Sorcerer, and Chaplain. Nope. Alright, well, we'll solve that in the future. You can now also get... Oh, right, you can get a heavy weapons team at this point now. Which is a mobile Variants of the heavy weapons teams. The heavy bolter, light mortar, autocannon, missile launcher, and las cannon, so very flexible. And stuff. And we can also get a Chaos Sorcerer. Lots of options in Tier 1. I wonder if these are... Oh, and you come out with like... Actually, I don't know if I already... if I already reset some abilities there, but... yeah, he comes out and he's... Interesting. Interesting it's Tier 1. So plenty of flexibility for your openings for the Fallen Angels then. A lot of opportunities indeed. Let's go for Tier 2 and see what happens. Do I now understand you? No, I don't. Okay, so we get a Apothecary. He does stuff. Raptor Veterans, I assume you're quite similar to everything else. Yep. And Havoc Veterans. Yep, you're also the same. Anything else? We might get Tier 3 from here, but we'll look at that later. Get Dreadnoughts. And, oh, Dreadnoughts. How do you look different from everyone else? That's my question. Sleek in his design. A little loincloth there as well. Again, only melee orientated. And I don't think there is a melee thing for them. Plenty of vehicles for them to choose from as well.
Imperium has failed us.
Anything else? Anything else in this stage of the game? No, not at the moment. I suppose that since they've got quite a lot of options in Tier 1, won't really need to expand that many different options in Tier 2. Okay, then Tier 3. Let's go. You've got Chaplain. You do things. Got the Moralizing Shout, which is what the regular Space Marine Chaplain has. You've got Exhaustion of Rage, which units will cause more damage with ranged weapons. And some Zealots. Quite handy. On the fly. So very good stuff. Any more units from you? No. Alright, already checked you. And a Whirlwind. So again, not many. Right, so achieve 30% knowledge through power. I'm missing something here. Right, so if I look more at these key structure things, and when I built this Auspex, it did something to replace the. I don't know. It says require more agents, and I fundamentally just don't understand it. It makes no sense in my brain. So whether these guys are agents or these, I fundamentally do not understand it. So that's fine. We don't need to understand things. Anyway, we need an orbital elevator. So let's bring you forth and see what you can bring to the table. I'm not seeing many more things. We've got a Vindicator, Whirlwind, Lehman Russ Battle Tank. Oh, a Lehman Russ, actually. That's unusual for a Space Marine faction. Yeah, you're just Lehman Russ Spike here. And we can also get a Raven Wing Vengeance, which you sustain much more punishment. And then the regular land. Oh, so you're just basically like a land speeder. Got detection systems as well. And you've also got you've got a disco going on as well. Lots of lights. A dude on the front. Fast skirmishing vehicle. What about you? What comes from you? Mutilators, which are the post-combat orientated version of the Obliterators. Got Terminator veterans. We'll have a look at you. Assault Terminators. Fallen Angel Cypher. Bring them all forth, shall we? So unlike what we saw earlier on, where there was like a little countdown bar, these guys don't have that.
What would you ask of me?
There he is. He's got his wings. And you can go Mystic Infiltration as opposed to the regular Infiltration. They can still throw any grenades. Yeah, you can throw grenades while things are going on. Stick him there, stick him there, stick him everywhere. He retains the stealth and morale of where he was... Oh, the health and morale of where he was 20 seconds ago. That's quite a strong ability, but it does cost green money. Got crack grenades, a charged plasma shot. Well, I assume just targeting people and doing more damage with his stuff. So yeah, kind of like Echo from League of Legends. Almost, but like for much. Broader thing. Oh, the Terminators, you only summon one. You summon one Terminator. That's interesting. Well, you're just like a hero then. Just got individual Terminators. Oh, we can only summon one of each. Well, Helen Terminators. Plural. I'm umming and ahhing about the Fallen Angels. Umming and ahhing about them indeed. Let's go for the higher tiers and see what's going on Do the things make more sense? No, they don't. That's okay.
Curses upon Mars.
Totally okay. And we need... Alright, so Icon of Sin. Achieve 40% of power through knowledge. Not forgiven. Tier 1 title unlocked. So I just don't get it. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm probably missing some... You at home are probably screaming at the TV, right, or computer or phone, whatever you're watching this on. We're screaming at me right now saying, oh, Mr. Landshark, it's this really clear, normal, sensible thing. Unless it's in the listening posts. Let's...
And behold,
let me just test out every single thing humanly possible. And just to make absolutely clear that it's definitely my own silliness. Build it up. And does that fix it? No. Okay. Oh, but we've got the tier 1 title unlock here and here. So now does that mean we can build it?
Upon Mars.
No. Okay. Alright, well, it's not explained on any of their little bits here. So I'm going to assume that I need to do some reading outside of the game. Which I don't know how I feel about that. But again, I've probably made a mistake here and don't quite know what's going on. Anyway, well, we'll scratch this off as a bad job and let's move on to the next one. Alright, so here we are with the Raven Guard, the sons of Corvus Corax. Now, it says here in the Raven Spire that Raven Guard infantry are rapid, either appearing from the skies or using their innate speed and stealth abilities. I quite like the factions we've seen so far that basically on the last line just essentially explain the main factors of the faction. I think that is a really, really useful thing if you want to learn how to play a faction. We've got Primaris Scout Marines.
Snipers ready to
so you are bigger and badder than everyone else, I imagine. You can... Alright, so hunt begins. Well, let me, really quickly. There's always a hunt begins thing. There we go. And you can... Is that just like a...
Scouts, infiltrate.
Yeah, so you're just detected. Or infiltrate even. Nothing too crazy over there. And you've also got tactical sprints, so you can move a lot quicker if you so wish, but that requires an upgrade as well. And yeah, you've got just usual, although you've also got missile launchers as well. So you're also quite good in the late stages of the game when Tier 2 happens and the vehicles come out to play. Also got squad cap increase and vehicle cap increases over inside the HQ.
Standard template.
See what happens in the Crow's Nest. We have got Space Marine Squad, which... Right, so you come up the sprint,
getting into position.
And you... Oh, I see, right, so if you've activated the hunt stealth, then you can't activate the tactical sprint, and the hunt also has a cooldown as well. So I assume that means that... Right, so the hunt continues, allows infantry to stay infiltrated for longer. So plenty of infiltration shenanigans going on in the early tiers here. When the captain comes out, and he is summoned from the air. So you're just basically a Raptor captain. So not a Raptor, because that's Chaos. A Assault Marine captain with the option of doing an orbital bombardment later on. I also quite like the look. Oh, he's got the beaky helmet on. Do you guys have the beaky helmet on as well? They've all got the beaky helmet on. Amazing. Love the attention to detail there.
Sign of Kyber.
But very limited. Unlike the other faction, very limited. So they can't get their... Well, is the Raven mount a... thingy-me-doo-dad. Well, we'll see if it unlocks anyone else, but it does seem that the... Yes, so when you're in Tier 1... Oh no, I suppose you've got Dark Fury Assault Squad that can get in the HQ, as well as Skull Probe Infiltration Research.
We have come in your order, Commander.
Bring you forth from the Raven Spire. Here they are. Yes, you can also go infiltrate. Right, so infiltration is just a... Well, I suppose they're the Raven Guard, aren't they? Sneaky boys. So, I mean, so in Tier 1, you've only got an option between these guys, regular...
Shall I teach the enemy
the
fear?
Brother Captain and Scout, so... Unlike, say, for example, what did we just see? The Dark, or the Fallen Angels, like a million options in Tier 1. These guys have got lots of... Well, a lack of options, shall we say. Also, lack of upgrade options as well, which is interesting. I suppose that counterbalances the idea of them being able to infiltrate with everyone. Let's go for the Raven Mount, see what's going on with there. We've got the Raven Guard Veteran Squad, which I assume is just these guys, but a little bit better. We've got the Melter Bombs, but they don't have access to things like multi-melters and melter guns like say, for example, the World Eaters do. You want the close combat-orientated dudes, with your power swords and your lightning claws, thunder hammers and power fists. Other units can we get from here? The more defiant. So you are stealthy, snipery Space Marines. But I think these are the only squads of actual Space Marines with sniper rifles. So that's quite interesting. Again, they've got a tactical sprint, but these guys have just got infiltration on at all times. We can just continue upgrading the Hunt Continues forever and ever, amen, by the looks of things. Okay, and the Stern Guard veterans,
come to this wars company here.
Which are just your regular Space Marines, but with even more bits and bobs, more damage for them to bring to the table. Can get an Apothecary, Heavy Flamer, Las Cannon, Plasma Cannon, and Graviton Gun. So big booms from those dudes.
Schematics.
What can we get from you? The Drop Fort.
In the Ravenspire's image.
And from the Drop Fort, we can get a Rhino Transport Dreadnought. So again, let's keep our consistency here. How do you look different? A little scroll on you. Little Raven Guard symbol as well. Very nice. Oh, we can get a Damocles as well. These guys bring forth the right sensor map. So detect radius increases and then decreases. Reveals a big portion of the battlefield map. I don't know how big. We've got Fog of War turned off. And smoke launchers. Alright, because normally a Damocles brings down like artillery fire. I wonder if that's an upgrade that we can get for him later on in the game. Oh, we can also in the Raven Guard arsenal increase the movement speed, then duration, and decrease weapons accuracy. Well, right, okay, yeah. So much like the Fleet of Foot for the Eldar, we've got the Land Speed of Storm,
Scouts in quick deployment.
which can also get a multi-melter. So you can have these guys against infantry or vehicles. Also, Pact of the Boomer Scouts. These boys just going out for a nice little car journey. Everyone loves a road trip.
What requires maintenance?
Even in the 41st millennium. Sacred Artifact.
Construction.
What else was that? Over the Raven Pet, which I assume is your deep striking
wounds
stuff.
of engineering.
What can I get from you? A Librarian Codice. Oh, and you come on a jetpack as well. Nice. So very mobile for all these boys. We've got Enveloping Darkness, which the enemies are unable to shoot or fight effectively. Darkness within. The squad takes damage and is slowed down. And the Abyss, the squad takes damage and is forever more compelled to listen to Radiohead. Oh, whoa! What's the problem with Radiohead? That's a good band. It's like a rich man's Muse, I would say. Okay, so when everyone's been quite mobile and quite infiltrated stuff, he can like slow people down and do that stuff, which is quite cool. Deep striking Space Marines and Dreadnoughts, as well as Deliverers and Assault Centurions, which is interesting. You can get a Reclusiarch.
Crozius is eager.
Oh, and you, yeah, okay, so everyone's got jump packs.
Prepare yourself.
And you're just a regular old whatchamacallums chaplain, which are very nice staff as well, glowing in contrast to the dark armor. Vehicles, what's changed for you? We've got no additional vehicles for this, actually. No additional vehicles whatsoever. We need to build a Raven Loft. What is the Raven Loft? A loft where you keep ravens? Loft being a English term for attic, if you guys aren't familiar with that. Or is that just an upgrade in here? No, it isn't. Raven Loft, that's what this is. We'll just keep on upgrading that because it's just fun. We'll also get people to cap critical locations and relics while we're here as well, before I forget. Any more units from you? We get the Primaris Eliminators.
When you need someone to be dead,
God, you're big, aren't you? Big chunky boys. How big are you compared to your other friends? And how someone so big could be so infiltrated, but that's what they do. And they are armed. They can get themselves combat shotguns or sniper rifles. So very sniper orientated are some of these units. You don't know how that'll play in the later games, because snipers are usually, you only see them in the early game. But I suppose if you're going up against someone who's got an infantry heavy focus composition, that would be quite nice. The Strangler. And very powerful, fragile, but very weak to heal themselves and those around them.
The final verse, if you're going to do something.
Oh, so you've just basically an Apothecary that doesn't do much healing. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. It's called the Interna mode. Becomes impervious for harm for a short period of time.
This time, I intend to listen.
Alright, okay, so Can't kill him very easily. Yeah, alright, so, okay, so the big tanks are only available in tier 4 then. Storm Talent. And you can get all sorts of upgrades for him. You can get this guy to be infiltrated, you get the deploy countermeasures, saying renders the... Also, you can make the Storm Talent invulnerable, and also give them some missile launchers and las cannons. Alright, fair enough. You see the Centurions and the Deliverers as well. Just going in there. And, oh, do you make people infiltrate when you're nearby them? Is that what you do? Well, we're about to see. So you guys are difficult. You just basically punch people in the head. And you guys are Deliverers. You're just Terminators. Oh, do you get infiltrated when you're near buildings? I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening. But it's a thing. It's happened. That's the main thing.
Tech Marine.
What about your big building? Shadow Walk, tier 4. Where are you? I assume you're in here. Shadow Walk. There we go. And we can also get Cave and Shriek.
Third company deployed.
Let's see what you do. You step in shadow. Frankly, a bit of an edgelord. Lightning fast melee fighter.
Patience, Commander.
And you've got quite a handsome face, haven't you? Oh, but like he's got his helmet on. He's a bit shy. Bless him. Well, I like that. They've got the Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3 in those things. So what? Squad movement is reduced by 25% for 10 seconds. So you target enemies and then go slower. And he withdraws into himself. Think about the unfairness of existence. Or tortures his own soul. He's immobile, but heals rapidly. Okay, so able to slow people down while everyone catches up with them, and also heal himself. Very nice. Also 7,000 health. That's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. I've got the Whirlwind. We've seen those before. Shadowhawk gunship. Ooh, one actually flies. And it's got a whole bunch of stuff. So initiates landing procedure. Missile launchers on or off. And entrench. Entrenched units have their fortified positions and become... We have an affinity to death. Alright, so you've decided, right, I don't want this guy to be flying anymore. He sits down, and I assume he just reduces the amount of damage he gets taken in. Interesting. I wonder if that changes his armor type. Oh, right, so the heavy weaponry, it can only be done when you're entrenched. Interesting. So, sacrificing mobility for additional... boomy bits. That's quite cool. What happens in your Deliverance Guild?
Commencing construction.
That is my question. That's the question on my lips.
Death Watch is under your command. Where is my experience most useful?
And from you, we... Oh, so you only get the one Titan unit. And that is the Warhound Titan. Which is quite nimble for a Titan. A lot of Titans are quite slow, but Warhounds are remarkably quick. Let's go for plasma blast cannons on both sides. Leg stomp. A quick kick in the face. Alright, so the quick kick in the... Oh, okay, well, you don't kick people in the face. And Juggernaut to... what do you call it? Speed increase. But makes your weapons unavailable. God, that is a speedy Warhound. Also not... Oh, right, so you do knock back when you're walking over people. All right, okay. So I think that is all really to go for. Yeah, so they've got a lot of slowdown abilities, these guys, by the looks of it. And they're also quite nimble with a lot of infiltration to play with. Not permanent infiltration, but enough to make them a little bit more durable. Especially when you're going up against, like, say, for example, like factions like Orcs in Tier 1, where they've only got one infiltration detection unit. Might struggle against Necrons, because they've got lots of detection on their stuff. Yeah, I like this one. This one's a good one. This one's a nice thematic faction here. Okay, on to the next one then. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have got the Farsight Enclave. So it seems to me that in the forward outpost it says that the multiple resource bonuses happen from an Orca drop. So I assume there's something to do with lots of maneuverability in the form of dropping people. But from the get-go, they get a patrol team. So there's no like stealth suit teams for these guys in the first step of the game. Disruption pods, what do? You disrupt opponents. Oh, and is that something that you drop? Or is that just... Oh, it does something. Deploys a pod that makes a global ping on the map. So you control your opponents then. Okay, alright. We've also got interesting hats as well, which is very fun. I like these hats. Not sure what they're... I mean... I'm not sure what their tactical advantage is, but they look cool, I think. It's got Quay Vassa from the get-go. And you just are like guardsmen, but you've got pulse rifles and pulse carbines in there as well. Lovely armor on these boys as well. The little faces poking out of them. Definitely a good little model right there. Okay, so the Enclave's the Enclave's console even. You say that right. He's going to come out, and then you are establish communication with the legendary heroes of the Enclave. Some heroes are further away from the planet and require special effort to reach. So I assume, right, so you just do stuff later on. So you've got no function in tier 1? Question mark?
I can do what the drones
no question.
Can't.
Is that? Am I misunderstanding something here? Unless you build things via... Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Right, okay, so you've got the orbital... Because normally your tier 1 production building is sat here. No, we've got the orbital landing thing here, which I assume... so you increase the amount of Enclave heroes that can be fielded. Right. Okay. So we've got patrol teams and Guevassa squads. Right, and so summon Enclave cadre. Warning, ensure that your deployment zone has enough space beneath the Orca for troops to get out, or they will get stuck inside. Okay, alright. Let's see what comes out. Summon the cadre. And they take... Oh, right. Okay. This makes total sense. Available units limited by level of accessible technology. You bring forth Commander Farsight. Right, okay, that makes sense. So you're just basically like a bunch of heroes, aren't you? From what I understand. Summon reinforcements. Bring forth the reinforcements. Commander Farsight, inspiring hero. Better against most units can fly across the battlefield. And you do a lot of damage in close combat. Very nice. Just have a look at him. And then other heroes. Alright, so you then summon forth strike teams, breach teams. Also go for some upgrades as well. As requisition boost. Will depart as soon as it is dropped off. And supply drop fires you with a power boost. Interesting ways of doing economy stuff. Right, so... that is a very interesting way of bringing infantry to the battlefield. So, you don't have a production building necessarily. You've got loads of these Guevassas and these patrol teams, but generally, you bring people forth through summoning commanders, and the commanders summoning people forward.
Build their assets online.
Okay, alright. I mean, that confused the sod out of me, but I imagine there'll be really clever players that are able to do a lot of really cool stuff with this. Obviously, when these things cool down, whether we could do some more interesting stuff with that. Let's go for this. We can also get... Alright, so you get your... Hold on, let me see if there's any shenanigans going on with the listing posts. So you can get your majority of upgrades here. You can also get a person... Oh, Russian lady. Russian Guevassa. Here she is. And you have got orders nearby units to quickly relocate to another position. Stores morale and speed boost. Look at that speed.
Move swiftly.
And you also have the... This is not where we fall. So, through unexplained miracles, a squad led by the Konami will survive the heaviest attacks despite grievous mortal wounds. Will take... however, other friendly forces nearby will not share the same fate. Alright, so it's only for the individual squad. And they will take casualties at a higher rate than normal. All the... So you are... Survive the heaviest attacks, but you will take more casualties than normal. All the firepower that she was supposed to take has been... Right, okay, so when she takes damage, it spreads to the other people. That is my understanding of that ability, I think. Okay, alright. We need some more people. Let's have a look at these strike teams as well while we're here. They've got the hats on. Lovely little hats. And you can now summon a lot more stuff. So Christ Heavy Battle Suit, Assault Battle Suits, and Devilfish, right? So you can also get vehicles in this as well. Let's go for an Assault Battle Suit. Because they'll be cooler. Yeah, you've got a big stick to bonk people in the head with. Nice. And we can then summon another thing from here to summon another hero. Any other buildings we can go for while we're waiting for that to come down? Research and Development Centre. Go for you. And the increased wave band transmission. Right, so that's the research that we need to get for these guys. And Archon, come forth. And oh right, so yeah, right. So all the heroes summon more people on. Cool. And you're the ranged combat beginning commander. Right, so you can choose between having the standard ranged tower person or command the Farsight in close combat. And then let's build a, I don't know, Christ Battle Suit while he's knocking around. Big guns on this boy, can also swap them out for flamers and flamers. Missile launchers as standard on those boys. So from you, what can we get? I assume... Are these... Yeah, okay, so you can get all these. It's not like as if you're locked out of any kind of things going on there. For the 3 we fight for, you can inspire all Guevassa soldiers. Fortitude. What's that one where it was like... This dude. Oh, it's in there. Silly me. Right, so that reduces the cooldown time necessary for those guys, as well as... Does it increase it? Does it go backwards or forwards? Well, one of the two. Either way, it does something. And also, let me flare that's there as well. You get Tetra Speeders and Piranha Skimmers. So quick mobile units from the outpost. Also Mark Squad. Oh, so you're basically Pathfinders. You're Pathfinders, and you've got Iron Strikes. You're a little bit more heavy duty. And now in the later tiers, what can we build now? We can build an Earthcast War Factory. Pretty nifty. And now the patrol team. I apologise if I didn't mention this earlier on, but got access to pulse accelerator drones, spotters, grav inhibitor drones, as well as iron rifles and railguns. How many boys can I get in you? I can get 4. Which is... That's a quite damage dealing, I suppose. Interesting that their melee combat do a lot more damage than their range combat. I wonder if that's because they have their weapons out at the moment. Sir. And what do we get from you? We get a strike fighter. So flying razor sharks. And you are primarily effective against all targets, especially other aircraft. It's a general purpose flying unit. Also gain your Titans over here, Tiger Shark and a Swordfish gunship. Interesting. We shall get people to capture things preemptively for that. Right, summon forth more lads and lasses. And what heroes can we get now? We can get the next tier Sub-Commander Torchstar and Savatos. Effective against most unit types. And you, what do? You can uncapture points, so you're a lot more harassing, I guess. You're harassing. Bring forth some more lads. Alright, you can all bring forth people.
My jets are heating up already.
Now, rather than dropping off military squad, supplies can be dropped down. That's with a requisition boost. How much? Alright, so it's not actually on your requisition resource income, it's just a one-time boost. Okay, so we have the broadside assault battle suit. Interesting. And a drone heavy harbinger. Look at that. But heavy, just normally these guys, assault implies close combat. Yeah, you've got close combat fists. But then you entrench. And then, right, okay, so you entrench and then you've, right, so you could choose between being ranged or close combat. Okay, I like that. And then you, Drone Heavy Harbinger. So we entrench you. And once you've been entrenched, I see. You can then choose what drones to build. But remarkably expensive, 99 blue and 16 green. I wonder if I'm missing something here. Probably I am.
Online.
Does the firebase... resource excavator. So it can only be built on slag deposits. Adds about power resource. Adds requisition resources to the enclaves. Defend itself with shield drone. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. So it's like a turret, but also a big resource stuff. Build you up. We'll tech up as well. See what else is going on. We'll build an arca cannon once we get all that stuff done. Which I can actually now research in. Oh, where was that? Research. Where were you? Oh, there you are. Right, so upgrading the tiers and stuff. Okay, swordfish, which was seen in the regular tower roster before. Quite a dangerous tank, all things considered. Tiger Rocket, again, we've seen that as well. The big old flying thing that does a lot of damage. And then the Manta Missile Destroyer. Wow, you're big. You're very big. And I imagine... Oh, so you can just build people on the fly. Very nice stuff. Takes a while to get you going, but that's cool. We'll continue to bring more people forward. What an interesting faction this is. Very interesting indeed. So Commander Brightsword and Obliad 9er. Smart missiles and seeker missiles. I'll go for you. And oh right, so you're a lot like a whatchamacallem, a broadside battlesuit, but with missiles. Missiles everywhere. And you, we can build... Right, we've built all your units now, I think. Well, pretty much all of them anyway. Go for broadside heavy battlesuit as well. Are you basically the same as the other one? No, you're a little bit different. Your broadside is more mobile. We can also go for a plasma rifle, if you so wish. So, fair enough. That's good. And one last. Show us the late tier heroes. That's my question. Well, I want to know what they do. And we can build an arca cannon in the middle of anywhere. And also a shield generator. Right, so I wonder how long your expanse is. Oh, finish building that, man. Do both. Oh, right, so you just automatically fire at anyone that you can see. And utterly wipe them out. Right. What a peculiar faction. What a peculiar faction indeed. I mean, so factions like this interest me because, like, they're just so different. They are completely and totally different. I did not expect the Farsight Enclave to be this way oriented, but I like the idea of very limited options in tier 1. We've got to rely on your heroes to build stuff. And then, like, how far can I do this? Alright, it's got to be in an area of control. Fair enough. I was going to say it could be really, really strong if you could just, like, summon an entire army on top of people. Can I do that with you, though? If I move you over here... Right then... Ah, yes, so we could just summon lads in the middle of combat. And Commander Bravestorm or Honor Shasphere, whatever your name is. Let's go for Bravestorm. Sounds cool. Oh, right, okay, no, so you have an actual stomp down and fire at people from a distance. Alright, and also the ability Organ of Strike deals devastating damage to one single target. Yeah, cool. I very much like this faction. That's a very interesting way to do things. But no Kroot, I've noticed. No Kroot whatsoever. Apparently the Kroot do not enjoy the company of Commander Farsight in whatever manner possible. But yeah, if you like heroes, like plenty of options for heroes. I mean, how many were there? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual heroes. You can go, well, 7 if you include Commander Konomi. We'll double check, because I'm fairly sure that is 8. My counting and memory abilities are not totally switched on. Bring on the Orca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can count. Well done, me. So yeah, that is Unification 7.0. All the new factions. How exciting is that? That's pretty good. I cannot wait to see what the players will do with these on the battlefield for the replays and the casting and stuff. Very, very exciting indeed. Later on, for the next 24 hours or so, I'm going to be looking at all the old factions as well. I'll be looking for the changed log notes, or whatever you call them, and doing a bit of video on that just to address like what's changed with those guys, if anything major's happened, or if there's like major balancing changes that would affect the game compared to previous videos and stuff. So if you want to watch that, then subscribe and have stick around and all that stuff. Plenty of Unification games coming along. There's also Soulstorm and Ultimate Apocalypse. We do a bunch of mods, a bunch of different Dawn of War kind of games here as well. God, look at the size of that blooming vehicle, that flying monstrosity there. So cool, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I will also leave the links to the ModDB page for this mod, as well as the link to the Unification Discord. If you've got any troubles installing it or any questions that I've not been able to show here, because again it's been quite a brief quick look for this video, we can go down to their Discord and talk to them. I've also got a Discord where people play games sometimes on it, so like you can come down and join us there on Sunday night. We'll be doing something on here, well, not every Sunday night, but like the Sunday night following this recording being uploaded onto YouTube's. So yeah, cool. Anyway, I was Mr. Landshark. Pleasure's always never short. I will see you in a bit. Peace.